What was the origin of Shiv Tandav Stotram that Ravan, who was a very huge devotee of Lord Shiva, he sang this chant for the Lord Shiva so that he could attain all the powers of the universe that Lord Shiva granted to Ravan. But he misused it, and that's why that led to his destruction. But in itself, this is a great chant to worship Lord Shiva and attain the blessings and be a devotee of Lord Shiva. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the meaning of this whole what was the reason behind the origination of Shiv Tandav Stotram. So I'll read out. Ravan was a fierce devotee of Shiva, and there are many stories about them. A devotee should not become great, but he was a great devotee. He came to Kailash all the way from down south. I want you to just imagine walking all the way and began to sing Shiva's praises. He had a drum which he used to set the beat and composed 1008 verses extempore, which is called Shiv Tandav Stotram. Shiva was so pleased and enamored listening to this music. As he sang slowly, Ravana started climbing Kailash from its southern face. When Ravana was almost on top, and with Shiv still engrossed in this music, Parvati saw this man climbing up. So there is space only for two people on top. So Parvati tried to bring Shiva out of his musical rapture. She said, "This man is coming all the way up." But Shiva was too engrossed in the music and poetry. Then finally, Parvati managed to bring him out of being enthralled, and when Ravan reached the peak, Shiva just pushed him off with his feet. Ravan went sliding down the south face of Kailash. They say his drum was dragging behind him as he slid down, and it left a furrow on the mountain all the way down. If you look at the south face, you will see a wedge like scar in the center going straight down. It is a little inappropriate to distinguish or to discriminate between one face of Kailash and the other. But the south face is dear to us because Agatsi Muni merged into the south face. It isn't just a South Indian prejudice that we like the south face, and I think it is most beautiful face. It is definitely the whitest face because it is very snowy there. In many ways, it is the most intense face, but very few people go to south face. It is far less accessible and involves a more difficult route than the other faces, and only certain type of people go there. Beautiful excerpt from Sadhguru on his website isha.sadhguru.org. I'll share the link in the description. So beautiful. So just chant this beautiful Shiv Tandav Stotram to attain peace and just be a devotee of Lord Shiva. Thank you. Har Har Mahadev.